All right, well, welcome back to Exhaust Sports Auto. My name is Kevin, and this video is being made because the 1 week with the 2020 Santa Fe Limited 2.0T with front-wheel drive, it is now over and complete. And if you are interested, the full review is obviously up, so you can go and watch that. However, this is going to be basically a little summary that I like to do with these 1 week press cars. This is everything I love and kind of dislike, because obviously I really do love the Santa Fe and really Hyundais in general. So, obviously I've already said that in the official review, but in this video, let's kind of highlight those major things here because, some of you might not want to watch that full review for 25 minutes long. So let's just get right into it. Everything I love about this vehicle, right? The two primary things I need a normal vehicle to do, it is here. It is quiet and it is comfortable. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. This is actually like luxury car levels, or at least entry luxury levels of quality. It is that impressive. Like I was saying in the review, I had the NX 300H hybrid from Lexus, and this is both quieter and more comfortable than that. So this is a very impressive machine. Other things I really like about this vehicle, it is insanely spacious. I love how much space is in this vehicle, not only in the trunk, but also in the rear occupant space, right? The legroom, the headroom, it's all tremendous. It's also very easy to get in and out of. It's just like that perfect height where, it's not like those Tahoes and, stuff like that, like the full body on frame type of vehicles. This is just like slightly higher up, so elderly people, it's going to be very easy to, get in and out of. And obviously you can fold down the seats. I mean, it is just tremendously spacious in here. Granted, this is only just a two-row vehicle, but most cases, the third row is a joke. If you need that third row capability, just step up to the Palisade or something like a Kia Telluride. These are like the sister vehicles, essentially. Speaking of sister vehicle, right now the Sorento is that sister car to this still, but it hasn't been updated kind of like this. The new Sorento will be coming, but if you want V6 power, the Sorento will offer that. And speaking of power in this vehicle, this is the turbo engine. This is kind of my only real dislike that I had with this vehicle. It is just the handling and just the way the turbo power kind of kicks in this vehicle. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know what it is, but this particular chassis in this particular configuration can't really handle the turbo power all too well. This is very kind of a torque heavy type vehicle. It's about 235 horsepower, 260 pounds-feet of torque, but it doesn't do the best job of implementing that power. In a straight line, sure, it's not too terrible. There's surprisingly not a lot of torque steer with the vehicle, but it's just the handling is just a bit off with this car. And I said in the actual review that the non-turbo, the regular four-cylinder with around 185 horsepower and 175 pounds-feet of torque, that would be perfect for this vehicle, I think. No, it doesn't sound a lot, and I'm sure the thrust would be nowhere near as good as this vehicle, but I guarantee you, for the type of person who's going to be buying this, who's just going to appreciate this for the comfort and the quiet aspect of this vehicle, that non-turbo engine will make a lot of sense. Plus, you're going to be saving a lot of dough with this car, because MSRP on the vehicle that I tested was about $38,000. You can kind of get like a mid-level trim like Hyundai Palisade for that type of money. So that's honestly what I would go with for that type of money. Hyundais are really just the value king. So if you can get like a mid-spec four-cylinder with front-wheel drive, that would be awesome. But if you really do truthfully need that turbo power and you still want a Hyundai, perhaps go with the all-wheel drive version. I haven't tried that, but maybe that puts down power a little bit better, so something you can try out. However, I don't know what it was, but the Kia Sorento, this kind of older generation Kia Sorento that's currently out right now, right? It hasn't been fully refreshed yet. That one does a much better job of handling power. I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be like the similar architecture, but it's still very comfortable. It's still pretty spacious. It's not updated interior wise like this new Santa Fe is, but you still get that amazing V6 on option. And Kias are typically the better handling and driving counterpart to Hyundai, whereas Hyundai is more quiet and more comfort. So I feel like in the normal vehicle segment, I think the Hyundai is still a superior choice, but I'm just saying it's just another option for you to check out. Other things that Hyundai and really Kia nail it with is the infotainment. The technology implementation has been just number one, honestly. The ergonomics are great. I love all the hard touch buttons that they give you. Their 8.4-inch display, it's very easy to use, it's very digestible, and I love that. So nobody needs to teach you anything. You just climb in here and it just makes sense. And just the overall solidity of these vehicles, it's absolutely excellent. It is just really tightly put together. Same with the seats. The seats felt extremely durable. These were like the higher trim, like leather option seats. They felt really strong, really rugged, so I really like that, but they were still like pretty soft and supple at the same time. So very just a non-fatiguing like driving experience is what this whole Santa Fe is about. You can just do miles and miles in this thing and just not get tired of it, so that's awesome. Now, one slight dislike to the interior that I had is just the materials are not the absolute best. There's some cheaper plastics being used, but honestly, that's actually right in line with the competition. To be honest, I'm really just comparing that aspect to Mazda, because Mazda is just like that, you know, outlier type vehicle where it's just trying to be premium in a normal car segment. So they have the best materials, they have the best kind of fit and finish and all that stuff. But the fit and finish is where this Hyundai is really great at. It's just like the material choices aren't all the best in some areas. That's all it is. But honestly, it should not bother you. It's very solid. There were no creaks and rattles with my test vehicle with around 4,800 miles, I believe. It was still rock solid. Loved it. There was also the big pano sunglass thing going on, and none of that was rattling. It was all solid. Loved it. So those are all great things there. So in summary, is this a vehicle that you should be checking out? This is the vehicle where you should be starting out with, honestly. Like, there's a lot of competition. I mentioned that in the review, and you might be confused as to where to begin, where to start kind of your shopping with. The Hyundai Kia vehicles are really the cars to go for, because this Hyundai in particular, it was just so well rounded. It just gave you everything that normal humans need in a vehicle. And even if you do go out and test drive a lot of the competitor vehicles, once you kind of factor in price, the value, lease options, all that stuff, I think the Hyundai still comes out on top, because all the great, you know, standard features that it comes with, the ease of use, the comfort, the quietness, it's all on such a high level that you'd pretty much just fall in love with it. So I highly recommend you starting out with this as a test drive. And if you're owner of this vehicle, please let me know how it's held up for you. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts. That's pretty much all of the loves and dislikes I found with this vehicle. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. But thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye.